Okay, let's go.
Hey there, chatters. I'm Nat.
And I'm Kat, and welcome to the CrimeChat. I am your forensic femme fatale. Natalie is your true crime addict connoisseur.
We're just two normal girls obsessed with dark crimes, evil minds, and occasionally the unknown.
And here is your disclaimer, chatters. The following CrimeChat contains adult content. And based on just the title alone, it'll probably have some violent scenarios today. So your listener discretion is advised.
You have been warned. And before we get into today's crime chat, Kat, what shenanigans have you been up to? We're both coming from a little box.
Oh, what's in the box?
We're in a suitcase. We're traveling again. It's just as sinister. So yeah, I have been finally catching my breath from last month's utter chaos that ensued until the next one begins. So, and I started teaching. I started a new class teaching criminology. So breaking down all the different biological, psychological, and sociological theories on why people commit crime.
I've got no idea.
And then I'm about halfway through my last core class of my creative writing program.
And then your book.
Yeah, I haven't touched it, girl. So I sent you the first, I think, eight or nine chapters. Have you had a look at it?
Well, you sent it a while ago. That was what I read, right? You wrote down your thoughts, which were really interesting. I'm like, oh, I see where she's going.
Where my direction. Yeah, where I want to go with it. Yeah. It's just, I love it. Work is getting in the way. But since I got home, the other thing that I've caught up on is The Pits. Such a fantastic series.
Is it? I'm grabbing something.
Oh my god.
Man, this room is getting very hot.
What I'm talking about is Hot Topic. And I also wanted to do a really quick shout out. So do you remember our chatter, Sarah?
Blood 3, girl.
Blood Bathory, yes. Sarah was just accepted to LSU in Shreveport. So super crime chat shout out to Sarah saying, way to go, girl.
Good job. Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, we do have a new subscriber, Will, to Patreon. So we want to say thank you to Will also.
Yes,
and
I will.
And it's all my shenanigans. That's enough. How about you?
So a new game came out. Okay. There are 2 games. This one is, I don't know if you ever heard of the game Resident Evil.
Of course, yes.
Okay. So have you ever played it?
No.
Yeah, so Resident Evil 9 Requiem came out yesterday, or 2 days ago.
I have seen advertisements for it as well, yeah.
I was around when Resident Evil first came out with PlayStation 1, like in the 90s. Oh my god, it's been a while. And a lot of people don't realize that Resident Evil kicked off the zombie craze. So Resident Evil was like an homage to, what is that, The Living Dead? But this game is so difficult. It's scary. It's truly a horror movie. Like, it's very, very scary. So, but yeah, that. And then there's another game that came out. It's not out yet, but I think it's hilarious. It's called Karen, the Game. Now, Karen, we know, is a trope for women that kind of like, walk in there like, give me your, I'm gonna speak to your manager, like the whole thing.
Karen.
And you walk into like establishments, be like, you just,
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
I'm like, this is so funny.
Wow.
But that's about it.
You wanted me to do an introduction on crazy things that TSA finds in luggage. Okay, obviously, if you're viewing us, you can see the luggage on the screen.
Right, so odd things you find in luggage besides Nat and Kat.
Besides us, a body, 10 other things. Well, we've all been there, standing in the security line, shuffling in our socks, wondering if we remembered to take out that pocket knife. And while most of us are worried about an oversized bottle of shampoo, some passengers are playing a completely different game. Today, we're diving into TSA's most recent, quote-unquote, Hall of Shame. The wildest, weirdest, most what the hell were they thinking items intercepted at the airport checkpoints since just last year. Number 1, live turtle in pants.
Oh my god.
In a bizarre repeat of history, travelers at both Miami and Newark airports attempted to smuggle live turtles by hiding them in their underwear. TSA agents noticed quote-unquote unusual movements during the pat-down process.
Those poor turtles. Oh my God.
Number 2, explosive replicas. A passenger at Boise Airport caused a massive security scare by packing a replica pipe bomb in their checked luggage. Even if it is, quote-unquote, just a prop or a training aid, anything that looks like an explosive will trigger a full-scale evacuation.
Come on. No common sense.
Number 3, gun in raw chicken. One of the most famous poultry-based crimes. A traveler at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport, which is where I flew in and out of, by the way, for my cruise, they stuffed a handgun inside a raw whole chicken. TSA's official social media response was legendary, reminding us that, quote, this plan wasn't even half-baked, end quote. And Nat is 10 of the absolutely wildest things that TSA has found at the bottom of a carry-on, and I think we've all learned an important lesson today. If you're planning on traveling with a live turtle, a chainsaw, or a handgun inside your holiday dinner, maybe just consider doing a road trip instead. So, chatters, remember to travel safely, pack light, and for the love of all things holy, keep the Nesquik for the milk and the chicken for the grill.
Yeah. But you know what? They probably have a wall of fame. They probably enjoy this part of the job because they get to laugh at it.
All federal agents do.
Wall
Everybody does. There's a wall of fame, wall of shame. Yes, everybody does. Because you're like, the logic in your brain is going, how did this person even come up with this idea? Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, for our crime chat today, our case is going to take us to Winter Park, Florida.
Okay.
Just outside of Orlando. Have you been there? I'm sure you've been there.
Oh, I've been to Winter Park, yes. Okay. But I don't know if you noticed, of the 10 things that I listed, I think 7 of them were in Florida.
You're welcome. Okay. So Winter Park is a peaceful and little predictable paradise with palm trees and dog walks and sunsets. And behind the door of one of the most quiet Winter Park townhomes was a woman named Sarah Boone, born December 29th, 1977. Details about her parents are limited, so I'm really not going to get into her childhood like that way, okay? Right. But people who knew her later described she was someone with a personality that could be both engaging and difficult. Sarah could be articulate and talkative, often drawn to conversations about religion, forgiveness, and personal redemption. Neighbors said drinking had become a regular part in her life, and she occasionally started arguments in the community. Police were called to the home more than once for disturbances that she caused while she was drinking. It was also during this time that Sarah began a new relationship with Jorge Torres. Jorge was born April 29th, 1978, and spent most of his life in Central Florida. He grew up surrounded by family and close relatives. Most people described him as someone who enjoyed being around other people. Before he met Sarah, he had already been struggling with alcohol himself. Okay. Alcohol often became a way for him to cope with stress, and over time, it developed into a pattern of heavy drinking. Sarah and Jorge met in Florida around 2017. From the beginning, their relationship was described as intense. Some of their arguments escalated into multiple domestic disturbance incidences that the police were called. So on the evening of February 23rd, 2020, Sarah and Jorge had been home drinking together. According to Sarah's later statement to investigators, the night began casually. Late that night, the couple began to play a game, what Sarah described as hide and seek. So during the game, Jorge climbed into a large blue suitcase. For a brief moment, Boone stated that it was funny, like they were both having fun. Yeah. But that moment didn't end there. She zipped it closed so he couldn't get out. And then she picked up her cell phone and started recording.